Hello, welcome back to season 2 of the Inner Power Podcast, episode 2.
Take number 3.
Take 3, would you believe? All right. Technical issues. But anyway, you're watching this, so that means that you didn't know what we're on about. Anyway, we've had three takes of this.
Okay.
We're at the park, lovely weather, isn't it?
It is
because it was like a greenhouse where we normally record at the academy. So
yeah, I was melting.
Yeah,
so they should like melting
talking.
there. So.
Hello, mother. This one works, right?
Are we right way now? Yeah. Come on, tell us, Jen.
Yeah, we are. I think we are. I believe it. We manifest it.
So we are all right.
Today we're talking about the power of manifestation and some tools. So you've got some great ones. I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. That's a great song, man. And I think you should download the track and play it. If you're listening on the podcast, do us a favour. Don't only put a 5-star review in, but download it. That really helps us. Yeah. Do you know I found that out today?
If you like it, if you don't worry.
Do it anyway. Download it anyway. It just helps. Go onto Apple and download the track. Okay, listen. Let's get on to it. So, got all this stuff to capture everyone's attention as you're watching the video. Manifestation, Angg. What on earth is that about?
What do you mean? What is about?
What is about?
You know, it's of course. Do you know what? We are manifesting every single day, whether we do it consciously or not consciously, because we attract things every single day. It's like you hear people saying, "Oh, I'm just into law of attraction, so I'm gonna be now manifesting things." It doesn't work like that. Manifestation works. A law of attraction works all the time. The question is, are we do it consciously or not? So when you start working with it and intentionally placing your focus on things that you want to attract, things starting happening, okay? And sometimes it takes a time because obviously we have some vibrational habits, energetic habits that we've been practicing for so long that don't necessarily work to our favor. But I would suggest, you know, when you, especially at the beginning of your journey, you're learning how to manifest things consciously, you just give yourself a time, okay, to allow yourself to create a new habit that will start working for you then, you know, just on a regular basis without putting too much effort into it. Purely because you will start focusing on those good things, positive things, you know, in your life. And that always brings more magic. Always does, you know, and, you know, I put it into a test again. I've been into a law of attraction and manifestation for years, 9 years to be more precise. But this year I decided to really test it out, and magnificent things happen. To a point that just ridiculous, literally so funny and so quickly. Like the universe is responding very quickly to you once you're aligned and your subconscious mind works with you to your favor. So do you remember what I told you? That was just such a silly manifestation which I had yesterday.
When we got in, there was no trees and suddenly they just appeared.
Well, it's not like that. Oh. But yesterday, hello. So yesterday, imagine this. I was going to see a friend of mine and I put the trainers on, which I have not worn for ages. And I thought, I'm taking risk here. I've got royal skin. It's very easy to get blisters. But I put those trainers on because I really wanted to wear them. And I left home, and probably after 5, maybe 7 minutes of walk, I thought, bloody hell, I think I made a mistake. I should have taken some plasters. And as I thought about that, literally like 100 meters down the road, I found the plaster on the pavement, you know, just in the package. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. That was like a literally instant manifestation. And do you know what? When you are not into manifestation as much, you don't see those things. But once you start focusing on those good things and counting your blessings and seeing the synchronicities, those things are more dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really see, you know, just how you are actually attracting those things, you know, as a result, you know, just of your focus.
So you're saying that an important part of this is to kind of reflect upon what you have manifested as well?
Yeah.
Like
to express gratitude, because that helps you to raise your vibration, raise your energy. And that's the shortcut, you know, because people want to manifest things because they believe they're gonna be happy once they get it, right? But the shortcut, true shortcut, is not the thing that you want to manifest, it's the emotion that you want to feel.
Yeah.
And you can feel that emotion for many reasons. So let's say, sorry, let's say
A
you
wasp in
want
my
to...
eye. I don't know why you must have put that in.
Apologies, that was a spy.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to manifest a car, right? And the question is, why do you want to manifest this car, right? And how this car is gonna make you feel like? And you can put this intention out there, but the question is, what sort of emotions you would be feeling once you've got this car, and then you can find other things that makes you feel pretty much the same way, things that you already have in your life.
Yeah.
So when you start focusing on those things that you already have that create this kind of emotions, you're creating the vibrational atmosphere for those things you desire to come in.
Yeah.
Because it has to match on a vibrational level.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the beauty of it, because we can, only us can create this feeling of luck.
Yeah.
Okay, by thinking, oh, I don't have it yet. But the truth is, you do have it.
Yeah.
You really do have it. As soon as you think about it, you own it. And it's, okay, this is the woo part of it. It's vibrational version of it, right? But you can materialize it like you materialize everything else in your life, because there is no coincidence. With everything what you have created, you create it, right? Full stop, end of story. And you can also bring into reality those things that you desire. But like I said, just focus on the emotions. This is the golden nugget that not only will speed up the manifesting process, but it will also make you feel good right here, right now. So it's just almost like a formula for a happy life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And if something is not working out, what I find now, maybe that will help you too. I actually get excited when things are going a little bit wonky. You know why? Because I know that there's something better coming.
Yeah.
So I have to create space for it to come.
Yeah, because let's say worst case, right? You're on the floor, you've got nowhere else to go but up.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, in that
But
sense.
it's everything about perceptions, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you think, bloody hell, this didn't work out. Maybe it didn't mean, well, you're not supposed to work out.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it was about...
It did work out, that's the point. Isn't
There
it?
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point.
Do you have any manifestations, that recently happened to you?
Yeah,
Did you
like this
actually
week I
practice
said to
any-
you, more like off camera, but yeah, just some stuff over the last week, and I feel like that's happening.
Yeah.
And probably subconsciously, yes. Good and bad, because if you get caught up in then it's quite easy to manifest
Well, this is
definitely.
it.
But I feel, sorry, Ange, I feel like with stuff I've done with, particularly with Cheltenham Martial Arts, that was a lot of manifestation. Going into that reception, it's something I believed in as well. And I think it's a combination of that spirituality and, mindset, self-belief. That for me, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. But it's, why have one tool to do the job? Let's have a few. So yeah, that for years as well. I wanted that look that it has, that and again that emotion, that feeling that people are going to have. So that I'd say that's probably one of the most powerful ones, even to the extent of how I went from engineering into that as a career. I think a big part of that, not knowingly at the time, I was naturally manifesting it. It was, call it belief or whatever, but it was, I'm going to have that job. I'm going to be opening up a place in Cheltenham. So it was, it was a very powerful thing. But I think, again, we're going back some years where I think when I'm what you were saying earlier is, you take some time to do some meditation and consciously do it. Now it becomes more powerful. And I got to tell a story actually because it just reminded me of something. Years ago, I went on a seminar. I'm trying to think of this guy's name, but basically he had severe disabilities, basically, motivational speaker, and he was just confined to a chair, and he said he would go, like, say, to a nightclub or whatever with, I dare not press this.
What's happening?
I don't know, it went a bit dark, but anyway. I was scared it was going to switch off, and it had done that by now. So yeah, he said he'd go to, like, say, a club with friends. He said, and his friends were like, how does women just come over to you? And he said, well, I'm just being confident. I'm manifesting confidence. I'm manifesting it. And he wanted to get a job. He said as a kid, I want to be a president of the he was in America, I want to be the president. And I'm trying to remember the story, but basically he said, you got no chance. Look at, this is his life has been in a chair and operations and all this sort of stuff. So that no one could see beyond that. You end up getting a job in the White House.
There we go.
There you go. Another story, a guy he was obsessed. The Pele, the footballer, famous footballer. This guy was obsessed with Pele. He was his favourite footballer. I'm going to meet him one day. Guess what he ended up doing? Marrying his daughter.
Oh my God!
Check this stuff out. It's different things I've heard in time of, whatever. But yeah, I think there's some great things. I wanted to share playing Monopoly last week actually.
Yeah, go on.
So my son, my youngest son, we're playing Monopoly, and he for whatever reason, I had to teach him a few lessons. So I had all the bottom bit of the Monopoly board, and I just got to get a 3, a 5, or an 8, whatever it was. He said, I just need these numbers, and we must have gone around the board 3 or 4 times where he'd just say, I need this number on the dice, and he would just skip every thing. Even if he went to prison, he goes, yes, I did it. There was some other stuff that there's a lesson in there, but I just think little things like that, and when you notice it, I think it's a powerful thing in that sense.
It is a very powerful thing, and like I said to you, it's not only about the castle, but it's also about the buttons, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So for me, that plaster yesterday, it was just equivalent of a button, but it was so instant that I was just giggling to myself, because like I said to you, I got back into regular meditation. I meditate every single day. I've been practicing Silva method. For those who are not familiar, Google it, look into Jose Silva meditations. Is a great type of meditation that allows you to deeply relax your body and your mind and tap into your creative powers more powerfully. And I've been doing that for the last 6 weeks, and I can see loads of things, just falling into place just so easily. Which is like astonishing, but it's at the same time it feels so natural. So because we all have those powers, it's just a case of learning.
Well,
that
I've seen
we
it
all
with
have
you.
those abilities.
Yeah, I've seen it with you. When we took just before we took the finish up season 1.
Yeah.
You could see it happening, and we'd meet up and record an episode. But before we'd be saying, "Oh my God, I've been wanting this to happen, and it's just come, and this is happening now. This is happening now. This is happening," and it just seems like it's snowballing for you at the moment with that. So obviously, it's things I've heard about, right? Obviously, but it's made me want to. Well, I'm just going to practice this as well. All right, like consciously practice it.
Did I tell you about the thank you letter I wrote?
No.
So
why not? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, so now I'm going to tell you now.
Tell us on camera.
I wrote a letter, thank you letter, to the universe for everything that I wanted to manifest as it already happened. I'm going to show you this letter. I wrote it in February this year. And on that letter, there was a few things that I wanted to manifest, including my flat. Right? And I was saying, I am so happy and grateful now that I have whatever it is, let's say, great body, or, just a great car or great house, whatever. And I was describing everything, just in detail, how it makes me feel and how satisfied I am. So, and I kept doing that every single day, as it already happened. And what I did that way, I just bridged the reality, because the thing is, you see, our brain can't tell the difference whether we are experiencing something or we are imagining it. And I kept affirming that it's already happened, and I'm reliving it as a reality. And I'm telling you, 9 out of 10 things from that list, from that letter, is already happened. It's fully manifested.
I see Charlie's watching. I just got to jump in a bit, because I'm sure Charlie's been very big on manifestation. But it just made me think. So if you're listening, watching, wherever you do it, let us know. Pop some comments in there if you've got a story where you've manifested anything that's positive, obviously. Drop it in there, because sometimes I think it's really nice to, it's all right us telling our stories, but I like to read other stories as well.
Of course. Yeah. They're so inspirational.
Yeah.
And to be fair, even if you look at the Secret website,
oh yes,
the Greatest Secret app. So what they did very clever thing. They asked people to write their successful stories. as a result of practicing what the techniques, the methods, the manifestation methods. And I think this is such a great thing because when you read those stories of like random people from around the world who are sharing their experience with the techniques, how they manifested things they really desired, your belief in power of it grows, so then your manifestation powers also increases, so it's just, and you start creating much faster. But the thing is, you see, once you start seeing results of your manifestation, of your focus, of putting these intentions out there, it's just like snowball. It gets faster and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just, like I said to you, it's just down to practicing this new tool. Because, if you've been practicing something quite opposite for a very long time, it's quite normal. It will take you a while to reprogram your brain, reprogram your subconscious mind. But if you stick to it, gradually you're gonna flip the coin. You're gonna create new habit, a new vibrational pattern that will allow you to bring all of those things you desire much faster.
Love it.
And do you remember I just mentioned just before we started our live, if you listen to Dolores Cannon, Dolores Cannon says that we are the directors, writers, scripters, actors in our life. We are creating our life by manipulating the energy in our life. And the best part is we can change the script at any point. Okay, so if it hasn't been, so good, so fulfilling until now for any reasons, let me assure you that you've got this power to change it. You can write it, you can redirect it, you can create it the way you want it, because we are powerful creators. And you can really test this stuff out. You can really test it and you can see how powerful you are. Because it's not like written in the stars, what your life, supposed to be looking like, and you're coming here and you're just ticking the boxes, just from getting from one point to another, to another, to another. It's not laid out for you. You're creating this path for yourself. So the question is, do you want to create it consciously? Do you want to create a happy story for yourself? Or you're just going to be following the patterns that you've learned, just sometime before, because all of us, we have some sort of limiting beliefs or informations that have been engraved, in us while we are kids, right?
Yeah,
and we
definitely.
keep repeating, quite often we keep repeating or operating from the same
page or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are not ours. And the best part is that we can change it. We can upgrade the programming.
Yeah.
And when you become conscious of that, and when you start learning and knowing that you can change it, you can really change it. You don't like this type of this way of thinking, right? You can just upload new type of information, better programming that will work better for you and will give you better results. So Charlie's saying something.
So I try to manifest, this is Charlie Morehouse, thank you Charlie, try to manifest negative feelings into positive one. So if I'm stressed or overthinking, I try to use running, or I'm going to attempt to press this, right?
Okay.
But I'm so scared it's going to, my hand's shaking. Oh my God. I'll try to use running or fitness or breathing to manifest positivity, if that makes sense. Yeah, it does. It does.
So this is, again, another thing, physical activity helps to change our emotional state.
Motion leads to emotion.
Exactly.
So non-motion leads to non-emotion.
So this is, for example, what Tony Robbins is implementing in his coaching practice, lymphatics.
Yeah.
Which means, so basically what he does, he uses those little trampolines and he just jumps every single day, because that helps you to move the lymph around the body as well as change the emotional state. So for example, if you feel a little bit all over the place, if you start jumping, you don't have to jump, you can run or you can do something different. You are actually changing the emotional environment in your body.
See, I'm smiling away because I'm thinking of, when I used to instruct. And you see the energy of a class come in. It could be a day like, it's a lovely day's day, but sometimes that can deplete energies or whatever. Quiet Siri. Particularly in lockdown, just teaching live, whatever. And I probably, again, subconsciously I'm gonna have a great class. Today's gonna be a great class. I'm gonna, if I seen someone was a bit down, right, in my head, I'm gonna lift this person up. I'm gonna lift them up, and then you just watch the energy of that class, and it worked. And it's movement, obviously my skill, pushing that out energy through. But yeah, that movement definitely creates.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It helps a lot, especially if you have lots of anger in
Yeah.
you, all frustration. This really helps you to release this stagnant energy from your body, so you feel like after training, right? So there is a place for physical activity. I do believe we have this body given for a reason, and this ability to move for a reason. So, and everything is interlinked, is connected. So the physical, being physical helps our mental health. It helps us to connect. Deeply. If you practice spirituality, look at, for example, yogis, right? They use yoga just to deepen their connection with their spirit. So there is so many different ways, and there is not only one method, and this is the beauty of it, because we can choose something that really resonates with you, And in my case, it's gonna be, for example, I love doing weight training. I do love running my classes, when I do Toto Mix, or I love dancing.
Yeah.
Right, and kickboxing as well. So this is the things that would you normally pick, just to go and just lift my spirit, or horse riding. This is.
So I think that's a good way of clearing the head, and that helps for probably manifestation anyway. Whatever your thing is, right? So, because like for me, mine's just before I go to sleep. So just nice and relaxed, starting to get a bit drowsy, and that's a good time for me to meditation, just in my own different thing. So that's. Generally just where I will manifest, especially over this last week. Really just saying the same thing over and over. So would you say the best way to manifest, is it to say like you have this thing now, or is it I'm gonna get it? So
I'm glad you're mentioning this, because the thing is, you see, if you're gonna say I will manifest, you will always will.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be at a distance. You have to claim it right here, right now. And do you remember I just mentioned about the emotions? How does it feel to have X amount of money, for example?
Yeah.
You have to keep saying to yourself, I am, I have.
So
I'm so
if you
happy
want
and
it to be
grateful now that I have. This is how I manifested my flat.
Yeah.
This is how I manifested, just the financial flow. All of those things. So, and it was not by I will.
So if you want financially,
I am.
So for example, want to be financially abundant or financially free, using that as an example, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I will be financially abundant. I would say I am.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you're at.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Yes,
I think that's quite an important
I'm
tool.
so happy and grateful now that I am financially free. The money flows to me naturally and easily from expected and unexpected sources in abundance. I am financially free.
Yeah.
So this is something which you affirm, and you feel at the same time as you say those things, you feel immense gratitude.
Yeah.
And this is what I said, earlier. You have to practice the feeling of gratitude, and happiness. And what I do, I keep, just repeating those statements many times in a day, and I just go and do something happy. So for example, I would dance for a little bit, or I would just go and see my friend, or I would just, connect with someone who I have a great connection with. So I'm practicing, I'm looking after my energy, right?
Yeah.
I'm picking the things that are really making me feel happy, or at least they're keeping my happiness at, at that high level.
Staying focused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Staying focused.
And another thing that which is I think very important, when you fell off the wagon, right? Don't say, fuck, I should know better, this is not working for me, oh, this is hard, because you are actually taking 10 steps back but making those kind of statements. I would suggest you just to laugh. Just laugh it off, like, here we go again. And because then you're gonna come back to doing what you've been practicing much faster. Oh, Charlie is commenting again. Come on. Press the button. All right.
I would like to add, so Charlie again, thank you Charlie. I would like to add that, so speech marks, I may be struggling now, but every day that goes by is a day closer to me being financially secure, getting that house, etc.
Okay, so what if, Charlie, okay, this is just an idea for you. What if you write a statement which you're gonna read out to yourself 2-3 times a day, okay? Like, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm financially stable. Money flows to me naturally and easy. I mentioned that before because this is one of my mantras. Money flows to me naturally and easily and abundantly from expected and unexpected sources. I have my house. I enjoy my house. I love my house. My house is safe. I can easily afford it. Don't just write it as it already happened and just program it in. Just really engrave it in your mind and just watch how things will start unfolding for you, because you never know what is around the corner. This is the thing. People are trying to rationalize things and they think, no, but how things gonna happen? You have no power to know how, and it's not your job to figure it out how. Your job is to figure out what is it that you want. And if universe had power to create the worlds and this planet and everything else in this planet, trust me, manifesting money, the abundance, financial abundance for you, as well as the house and anything else you want, is just easy for the universe. So just leave it to the universe. Just practice the gratitude. Write the list down, what you're grateful for, what is it that you want to manifest as it already happened, and just engrave it in your brain and just see what happens.
Sounds like you're on the right track. Would you, Charlie, I hope you don't mind me saying this, so it starts off, I may be struggling now. Is that a good thing to say? Because is that highlighting that?
I would probably say I might be struggling. It's just like it's highlighting that is not working out. I would say I am figuring this out and I'm getting better at it day by day. Does that not feel lighter?
Yeah.
Right? So it's just like,
got to be very mindful of how we say things,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but you're on the right track. You put something else, Charlie. I'm just going to read this one out. Sorry, Angg. Yeah, agreed. I will always be grateful for the friends I have now, the roof over my head, the things I will always take for granted.
I think gratitude is such a beautiful tool. You know, it makes you feel happy right here, right now. And like I said to you, this is a shortcut to everything. This is really a shortcut to everything because, like we've mentioned earlier, it's the same bug.
There's a bug.
Like we mentioned earlier, we desire those things because we believe once we've got them, we're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
But if you can't practice the emotions and feelings of having those things already, you're actually feeling that way now. Mm-hmm. So whether those things gonna happen or not won't make a difference. This is not a tricky thing, okay? It doesn't mean that if you're gonna feel that you already have it, those things won't happen. They will happen, but you're gonna feel it right now. So when it comes, it's gonna feel natural. It's not gonna be a shock to you. Like that plaster yesterday, it wasn't a shock to me. I was just laughing. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
I used to get people to say I am a black belt when, like, from day one, and they look at me a bit funny. They're like, yeah, you're a black belt. Oh, but no, you're a black belt. Which is why. Not why, but I think that really made a big difference in them going for that journey. Even to the extent of, I used to love this with the kids. Oh, he's gone. My bug's gone. Get them to shout out. So we build up a combo, whatever. You know, you can do this with anything, by the way. I was martial arts, so this is what I did. So build up a combo for the kids, right? Right, this is what we're doing. Now, before you do it, you got to shout, I am the best. And then go. Oh my God, you would see a massive change straight away, just by saying that. Even now, we get the kids to say, you know, for different stances, it might be confidence. So, you know, if they stood up straight, discipline, this or discipline, sir, respect, self-belief, confidence. So it's just a different form of manifestation, and it's just reminding ourselves that we are these things. But that's some really great tools you shared. Really powerful, and I think the words that I think we'll have to come back to this one another time, but the words that we use, because you call me out sometimes.
I do,
yeah, call me out, and as I'm saying, I don't think much of it, I suppose, because I think, you know, I'm a positive person, and I look for the good. Yeah, I have my down days.
I do,
but
we
so
all
what?
do. I do believe, you know, when you're becoming more conscious of it, it's just like you're actually finally putting your hand on the steering wheel.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not like good things are happening to you by chance. You actually start seeing that you're creating, you're attracting those things. And this is how we create magic.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, every day can be pure magic. I truly believe in that. I know it to the core of my being, because I already gave myself opportunity and chance to experience it. I tested it out. I am in the process of bringing more magic to my life. I'm not gonna tell you about it now because it's private, but it's everything so far. What I wanted to manifest already happened this year. And my gratitude and belief grows day by day, and I know that everything is falling into place for me, bit by bit, and there is no rush for me, there is no impatience, because I already feel those things as they already happened, as if they already happened.
Visualizing it.
Yeah,
Visualize is so powerful.
I'm talking to myself,
Yeah.
and I'm just giggling to myself because I'm thinking this is also, I don't know whether this just is me or some of you practice that too, but I find that when I speak out loud what I'm manifesting and why I'm manifesting it, because I hear my own voice, I feel like I convince myself to believe in it even more.
So it's good to talk to people about it.
No.
Why not?
No,
Why?
because this is your business.
Oh yeah, I don't mean as in the business.
I will tell you this
Yeah.
one thing, okay?
Oh,
Don't talk to anyone about what you manifest until you're so convinced so nobody can talk you out of it.
okay, yeah, okay.
It's yours, so
But actually,
create this.
maybe from my point of view,
Yeah.
that would just do the opposite thing.
Is that your experience?
Mostly, yeah. Trying to think where I've been talked out of something now. So, but it's things I've done and you sure? They might have been right once or twice, but it's not the point.
I really find this, it works for me,
Oh yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it?
I don't talk about what I manifest until it's fully developed.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, you see, this is just
Yeah.
my thing. It's for me,
Yeah.
and words don't teach, only experiences do. So
Action.
prove it by showing, what you've created, and then allow others ask how you did it.
Yeah.
So don't just don't do it, or don't talk to people about it at the beginning of your journey, where you're just only creating this belief, and you're growing the strength of it. I tend to talk to myself in the mirror, so I look in my eyes and I, for example, say things like I'm affirming things that I want to, to make part of my life. Like confidence, just abundance, all of those things, and I'm really looking into depth of my own eyes as if I'm talking to my own spirit, to my soul. And this is the type of conversation I'm having on a daily basis, right? But, just when it comes to, when I'm, especially at the beginning of creating something, I zip it. I really zip it. And that works for me.
Perfect.
Because I've noticed, I've learned in the past that when I was talking about something, because people are having limiting beliefs, which are theirs. But because they are projecting on us their limiting beliefs, sometimes we start believing in their limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And then we pull back.
Yeah, that's true.
So for that reason,
Yeah, I can
zip it,
I
shrimpy.
can think of a few things there.
Zip it, shrimpy. Create. Show yourself that you have this power.
At that moment,
There
I
we
found a
go.
feather.
Right.
Well, homework is then, let's go and write down what you have. As if it's 1 year from now.
So,
1 year from now?
nah. Well, this is another limiting belief.
Doesn't matter. What I'm saying, what's
This
the...
is the logical mind in action, by the way, okay? Like I said, don't put any time on it.
Oh, I like that.
Don't put any time on it, because sometimes that creates unnecessary pressure. And you don't want any pressure, just enjoy your vision. So write, let's say, 3 things that you want to manifest, and just write it like this. I am so happy and grateful now that, and fill the blank, okay? Just create 3 statements and practice it at least twice a day. First in the morning and before you go to sleep. Feel the gratitude and appreciation while you do it. Really practice those emotions and focus on those things, good things that happened, during the day, just to enhance the feeling of gratitude. And just don't think much about it anymore, okay? So just let it go, just release it.
So, I am so happy and grateful that
I'm so happy and grateful now that...
So, I'm so happy and grateful now that... Okay. Right, let us know, because that is powerful. Yeah?
It is. It is very powerful.
I think if we get time, maybe we could do some posts on that. Put up on our page this week on the Instagram. Yeah. All right. Cool. That was good. I knew it was going to be a great episode.
Fabulous.
Thank you for watching. And don't forget, it's our new time of 12-12 Mondays.
Season 2.
Season 2.
12-12.
12-12. So please-
Started under the same tree as season 1.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. Back on Monday, episode 3. Write your
Love.
list.
Write the list. And share it.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.